Alright, you're ready. I think it's time to give this a go, isn't it? We are making some progress. Yes, welcome in, boys and girls. Hope you're all well. I'm excited for today. I know there's stuff going on in WoW today. 10.2.7 goes live today, but it's some side quests, nothing particularly fancy. We might take a little bit of a look at that later, but for now, the factory must grow. I played around with a few things yesterday. We've got oil to tackle today. I think oil is going to be the thing that we're going to need to tackle. I might need to automate a few new buildings just so we don't have to handcraft too much. But we are getting places. We are getting places. I put some time into it yesterday. Let's give people a bit of a run through, shall we? Let's load the game up. Let's load you. Let's dive straight in and let's have a little look. As a few things have changed since stream yesterday, or since the end of the stream yesterday at least. How far did we get yesterday? I can't even quite remember. I've set up Science 3. I guess that's probably the biggest thing. I set up Science 3. Science 3 is green science. Green science required me to make some advanced machinery parts, some concrete, and some pipes. Now, pipes, super simple. Pipes are just steel, right? I've not even automated pipes particularly. Not for the bus, at least, anyway. We got some advanced machinery things on the go. What they call advanced machinery parts. These are being produced here. These are really simple. They just take steel and some of the basic machinery parts, which we have in abundance, or the ability to make in abundance. My steel is what's a bit of a constraint, I feel, at the moment. We can work on where the bottlenecks are at some point. But steel is coming through slowly but steadily. Concrete is a big one. It took me a little time to set concrete up, and concrete has also caused me to feel the need to upgrade my power system, because power is starting to become a bit of a problem. If we look at the power grid status, it doesn't look like too much of a problem right now, but when everything turns on, it gets a bit ropey. It gets a bit problematic when everything turns on. I have started, whilst I have not finished this, because I still need to run some fuel over to it, way over in the distance, you might just be able to see them over there. I've put down a couple of boilers and a couple of steam generators. I didn't realise how big those things were going to be. I need to finish that. I need to hook some water into it. I need to hook some fuel into it. This creates what's referred to as a high voltage power grid, which we will need to convert down to a low voltage power grid. I think we need transformers and power poles and stuff for that. I'm sure we'll figure that out in a minute. But up until this point, the entire place has been running off this one major sized, one pretty large size single power grid. I've kind of spread it a little bit, but might have to look at fixing power in a little bit more detailed a fashion before too long. Chalida, 110 stream streak. That's incredible. Thank you very much for that. Hope you're feeling better. Whilst the sun is out, the weather is still cold, which is good for people's health, I think. Some vitamin D is out there if you want it. I hope you're feeling well. So that's really the plan for today. The plan for today is to expand a little bit further and to go get some oil. I did a bit of a run around to try and find some places. We've got 2 extra patches of xenoferrite ore. They're quite a distance out. I don't particularly feel that excited about running belts all the way across the map, because that's quite a distance. I'm hoping we get some better way to transfer materials soon. Or the alternative is going to be to dig it up, smelt it locally, and then send the bars back. I'm not quite sure what the plan of action is there. we're also quite quickly going to start running out of space in this corner, I reckon, as things get more complicated and buildings start increasing in size. But yeah, oil is the next sort of thing on our list. It does mean I can keep up with research on anything that requires the first 3 sciences now, which is nice. We should be able to get circuits. Circuits seem to lead the way into everything else. At least we need circuits to get somewhere remotely close to Science 4, but I think Science 4 is a long way off. Probably won't be getting up to Science 4 today, I don't feel. We have to do this Olamite fuel business, which will lead into our jetpack. Yes, please. Want me some jetpack action. We have these maintenance drone productions and then construction industry, which really intrigues me. I wonder if these things can do anything fancy for me. I don't think they're going to work like logistic bots or construction bots in Factorio, but I'll see. I also have a sneaky... I have a suspicion that these are what you make to send up to the to that thing up there. In Factorio, and equally in Satisfactory, launching your rocket and kind of getting off the planet is predominantly the end game. It's like, oh, you finished it now, well done. I think that's kind of been moved into the mid game, interestingly. I think we have to set up some interstellar communication system, like, quite soon. As to get resources from the space station to help us build the next science and the one after that, I think. So I think they've kind of they've taken one of the twists they're throwing at this is to bring what is usually considered the completion mechanic into the middle of the game and making you sort of do it a few times, maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, but how the hell can that still stay in space? Well, lack of gravity, I would guess. It's all busted and broken. I imagine the plan is to fix it up, but I don't know exactly how that's going to work. But welcome in, Jack. Hope you're well. So yeah, I need to probably finish... Oh, I didn't show you concrete, did I? Concrete is a hooning great big setup, look. Concrete's all the way back here. I did a little bit of mining of this rock, actually, this material. It was underground. Now, it turns out, you know how we did a bit of a switcheroo on the direction of the bus? It turns out that we didn't really need to do that, because this is way deep underground. We could have just ploughed straight across it, and nobody would have been any the wiser. But, you know, we've got a kink in the bus. Dare I say, there's the suspicion we might put another kink in the bus and go across this way. It's going to be a little bit of a weird shape eventually, but I don't really feel too excited about ploughing and building everything straight above the water. Not because you can't, but just because it feels a bit weird to do it. We'll see. I'm not going to worry too much about the aesthetics of this base, I don't think, because until we figure out exactly how much of everything we need and how everything works, it's going to be a little... Avoiding spaghetti is going to be impossible. There's going to have to be a little bit of spaghetti. But all of this down here is just for the production of concrete, predominantly right now. So we got this little underground mine that I had to dig down into. It doesn't even have proper power right now. It's only running off these little burner things, which are horribly inefficient, and I have to come and put some flipping biomass in them from time to time. But this is a temporary solution to tomorrow's problem. Once we've got a proper power system, we can bring a power pole or something down here to power this. But this is pumping out some rocks. These rocks, mineral rock, is then being combined in a couple of different areas. The mineral rock is going into 2 different types of machines. We're making cement. Cement requires mineral rocks and a little bit of the xenoferrite ore. Smush that together, you get yourself some concrete. You can see here, mineral rocks, ferrite ore, rubble, so the basic stuff, not the refined stuff. The basic stuff, some mineral rocks, boom, hey presto, cement. And additionally, we're using this stuff for some gravel. We're turning 10 per minute into 30 bits of gravel, so we're smushing it down even further to make some gravel. And gravel and cement are the two components needed to make concrete, with the addition of some water. I didn't realise this when I built this. If I'd have realised this, I might have built the water a little bit, built it a little bit closer to the water. But, you know, hooning great big long pipes will do the job. Pipes turn out to be quite expensive because they're made of steel rather than like basic iron, as they often are in other games. And so these pipes, actually doing these big long runs is quite expensive. So maybe having this, you know, next time, maybe we build it a little bit closer to the water. I would be intrigued, actually, if you could terraform. I haven't tried this, but terraform out a little river. I wonder if that's possible. I wonder what the fluid dynamics are in this game. I wonder if you can actually make yourself a little river, bring the water to you rather than piping the water from. Maybe we try that one day. But yeah, either way, this is producing a bunch of concrete, and there's like loads of these because they're super slow and they don't really produce a lot. So each one of these concrete machines is only making 16 concrete a minute. Now, we need the best part of an entire belt of concrete for Science 3. You can see we need 12 concrete per minute per machine that's making science, right? So when I was doing the maths on the science to keep it in tune with what we've made red and blue, we aimed for what did I think I aimed? I think I aimed for 10 science per minute with these two. So to keep things, you know, similar, I went for 10 science per minute with the green, and all of a sudden that's 120. That ended up being 120 concrete per minute. So we had to scale this quite big. Now, it probably can't support itself at the moment. It probably can't actually fully create the full caboodle with the amount of mineral rock and ore that we've got coming in here. But that's the least of our concerns at the moment because we've got other bigger bottlenecks. We'll figure those out later. But so there's concrete. It's a lot of buildings, and a lot of electricity consumption, but the materials to do it all are very simple. You just need this basic ore, basic mineral rock. You don't have to particularly do anything with it, and you need the basic of basic xenoferrite or rubble as well. Smush this together in a bunch of different buildings, smush the two products, the two together into lots of concrete, and GG. I love the visuals of the game. The art style's great, and the plants all look so fantastic. Yeah, it's kind of got like a rounded SpongeBob feel to it. It's kind of nice when you go up to the mountains, for example, back here. There's no like jagged, hard, square edges. Like everything's rounded off, and it looks squidgy. It looks comfortable. It looks quite nice. I must admit the art style is quite nice. UI needs some love, but it is early access. Yeah, the UI is definitely a bit clunky. But fairness where fairness is due. For an early access game, it's pretty solid so far. I've not encountered any major glitches or bugs that have like hindered me from doing stuff. It all seems to do its job kind of so-so. I also unlocked belts tier 2. Tried to figure out a fancy way to do belts tier 2 because belts tier 2 require belts tier 1 to make. If we have a look over here, Can I get close but not like... okay, well I'm either too close or too far, whatever. Either way, it needs basic belts plus a few more components to make the tier 2 belts. So the tier 2 stuff is not too difficult, and I was able to sort of conjoin that on with this like bridge thing. At the end of yesterday's stream, I was trying to figure out how to do this without sacrificing, you know, without sacrificing the eternal path. I wanted to keep this as somewhere where I can come along, I can pick up belts 1, I can pick up belts 2, and I wanted to be able to run through here and pick up all of the things I need. I got a little bit of space here, which we can actually now utilize for some other stuff as well. Now I know that I can build on top of this without any problems, as we're mining down to get this. And if I need to be, I can put like something over here for it, technically. But yeah, this is where I got to yesterday. This is where we got to. So 3 science is up and running. Not running super duper mega efficiently, because as you can tell, steel is a problem right now. I probably today... Oh, what I did unlock, and I've just done it, by the way, is deeper mining. Where's the... Yeah, Mining Force 1, I unlocked this. Allows drilling and blasting of deeper underground terrain, giving you access to previously unreachable resources. So this is going to be super useful because it gives us that second patch of ferrite ore. We're going to need to dig up a lot of this. Having 2 patches right next to each other in the base is going to be really useful because this one's starting to run a bit dry. There's also 2 more, but they're a bit far away, and I would kind of like to not have to worry about those if I can get away with it. This little mineral rock patch I also don't think is going to last us too long, and that's our only source of concrete right now. So when that dries up, science dries up, is the TLDR. But we've got extra here. I did make some explosives, actually. Should we play with some explosives? Huh. So I put together a little automation. I say automation, it's not that automated because I still need to come and put biomass in it, but there's a few places where I need to come and put biomass in them for things to happen still. We'll automate some biomass at some point, but I need to unlock greenhouses and stuff to do that. We have, boom, explosives. Yeah, boy. I'm thinking we go blow a great big hole in the floor and try and find this xenoferrite ore stuff. I reckon that's going to be cool. I think I need to make a detonator for this. Yeah, there we go. Explosives detonator, yeah. Right, so... So, it should, in theory, be deep down here. Can we see it with this scanner? Oh my god, it's fucking miles away. Oh wow, we really do need to mine down a long way to get that. Oh, it certainly wasn't lying about saying it's deep underground. Holy smoke, alright. Maybe a couple of explosives might not be enough here. Maybe we need to plan this a little bit more. If it ends up being... Where's the actual thing? It's there. So we probably want to mine down around here. There's our oil all the way over there, look. Okay, there's some technology that's going to help us with this. We have elevators, which allows the transportation of us up and down. So if we just blast a big hole down, build some elevators in there. Shortly after that as well, we get freight elevator, which will allow freight elevators can be connected to belts via loaders to make transporting items along vertical directions easier. A freight elevator 1 can move 320 items a minute, so it's the same as a tier 2 belt. Maybe we work towards this tech. Let's get that on the go. And we can start building some elevators. These look to be 50 steel beams apiece. Woo! This could be a challenge. Find a cave. I've not stumbled across caves yet, particularly, but I've also not done much digging. How do we use these explosives then? We got a detonator. That's going to go on 3. Can that not go on 3? That goes on 3. Item cannot be equipped. Right. If I can't equip it, how do I use the explosives? Oh wait, explosive charge recipe. Oh wait, hang on. Hang on. Oh no, explosives aren't the full story. I need an explosive, a xenoferrite plate, wire coils, and electronic components to actually make the explosive charges. Oh! Oh! Oh boo, I completely missed this. I thought explosives were explosives. Alright then. Explosives on the bus? There's going to be a bigger, better, more powerful version of this as well, isn't there? Explosives on the bus? We haven't got explosives automated yet, but once it is, I think it needs to go on the bus. Advanced explosives provides an automatable way of producing explosives. Oh, so it's not that advanced, it's just an alternative recipe. Ignium powder, low density olemite, put it together in a fluid assembler. Ah, okay. Okay. So, ignium powder and low density olemite is going to come to us as and when we get deeper into oil. So maybe we don't worry about it too much. We just handcraft a bunch of these for now. Plan to build an explosive factory, I guess. Plan an explosive factory somewhere. Probably up here somewhere. And then get the explosives on the bus. And then we can make them into explosive charges. Or maybe they don't need to go on the bus if it ends up being the only thing that needs it. Who knows? There might be other things that need explosives later on down the line. Right, exploration time. Right, so I'm going to dig down here, and then we can dig across and put a little mining thing with some belts and stuff when we get down deep enough. This has got a height of about 67 meters. What height are we at the moment? 136. Wow. I suspect then, because there's mining 2, I think. Isn't there mining power 2 or something? Meaning I suspect you need mining force 2. Mining force determines the strength of your drill, auto drilling machines, the elevator, and explosives. The unlock level decides which blocks can be destroyed. When we get right down into the core, that's going to be interesting. Okay. Boop. Oh shit, there go my belts. Oops. Nobody saw that. Okay. Well, it does a good enough job of clearing stuff, doesn't it? Does a good enough job of clearing stuff. Boom. This will be where we'll put an elevator or something in this once we're down deep enough. I might need to figure out a way to get in and out of there otherwise before I do something stupid. Let's rebuild that real quick. Guess I didn't realise that the belts could go boom. Okay. Elevator is still researching. We now have the technology to do booms and to go down. Do I just craft up a bunch of stairs? Just to easily do it for now. Hang on. Didn't we unlock a ladder for this exact purpose? I'm quite sure we unlocked ladders for this exact purpose. So we can just wang a ladder in there for now, I guess. Let's ensure that we don't catch ourselves lacking here. Can we go boom? Oh look, we've hit rock, see? So I would imagine under normal circumstances. So is that as far as we can go? Oh my god, we're not even halfway. Oh, okay. Run out of ladders. Oops. Okay. Right. Did those explosives not even tickle this? Oh no. We can bust our way through rock. Okay. Slow and steady, but we'll get there. I have a bar for shard ID equals unknown in the middle of my screen. 1027, by the way, for anybody that's out there playing it, is apparently hella bust. Now, I don't know how much we can rely on Team NA to have done. Don't know how much we can rely on Team NA to have done the beta testing for us on this, because from From what I've heard, it's in a absolutely torrid state of affairs. Oh, God bless, no fall damage. Ah, we're still miles off the damn thing. Where are we? We're height 97 now. We're height 97, and this thing is... ...67, so we've still got quite some distance to go down. Okay, yeah, this is definitely deep. Oops. Make some more ladders, please. I would like to get out of here alive. Oh no, they're not on the same wall, are they? Oh, flipping Nora. Okay, smart demolition also doesn't work on the vertical axis. Oh, flipping out now, I don't even have enough. Play through the campaign though, seems to work fine. Haven't found out just yet. We're going to do some world quests, let's have some coffee. Yeah, I'm in no rush to do the 10.2.7 stuff, honestly. Yeah, I'm in no rush. I'll get to it when I get to it, kind of thing. Is my approach right now.
An elevator? That's certainly lifting our ambitions to the next level. Let's elevate our project to new heights.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Elevators for us. Get rid of this pissing ladder. Get rid of this stupid ladder. We're digging down to get this second pile of xenoferrite ore, but it turns out it's quite much further down than land. So we're on an exploration right now. We've made a hole. We've blasted out a hole with some TNT, although we've only got one TNT left. I've just unlocked, or have just researched, elevators. Let's get freight elevators on the go, because we want to get up and down there, but we also want to make sure that we can get materials up and down there as well. So let's get that researched. That'll take a few minutes. Now, how do these shafty businesses work? Where are they? Who's yoinked them? Who's yoinked them? Oh, here they are. Elevators. Oh, they require the high voltage grid. Okay. 5 by 3 by 6. Wow, they're kind of chonkus. 50 beams apiece. Woof. I don't even have enough materials on me to make one, just to see what they look like right now. I wonder how many of them we actually need. I wonder if the concept of these is you stack them on top of each other to go higher or lower, which means the further you stack them, the more expensive they get. Do we just keep blasting for a minute? Well, we've only got one dynamite, so we can't really do much more blasting. Boop. Boom. Right, this is as far down as we can get. Where's the ore relative to us now? It's down here. So we've still got some way to go. Still got some way to go. And I sure as shit am not doing it by hand. That's a sucker's game. Alright, go, go, Gadget, go. Yeah, God bless the fact that there's no fall damage in this, by the way. Because if there was, it'd be a problem. So the easiest way to get down is clearly just jump, right? Because there's no fall damage. But getting back up the ladder is going to be annoying. Let's go get some steel then. Steel's here anyway. Oh my lord. Woof. How much do we need for one of these? Oh my god, 50 steel beams for just for one. This is why we need more Xeno ferret ore. We need more Xeno ferrets. Hoovering off the belt is borderline illegal, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Chris, how we doing? Welcome in. Good morning, good morning. How much steel do I actually have? 28, 29, 30. I should be making more of this. How can I... well, we have materials coming in, so... What's my restriction right here? Is it just that they're all going, they're all doing? What are you consuming? 80 per minute per machine? Okay, so a single belt, a single tier 1 belt. We're capped out on a single tier 1 belt of this stuff. Maybe we need to up this. Okay, that's already an awful lot. The conversion into steel is horrendous. I could do with a better quality. I think there's a tier 2 way of making steel at some point. Facing the same Xeno problem, just made a giant hole down to some, but how to get out of it? Ladders, my friend. Ladders are your friend at early game. Like my big hole. Look at my big hole, but with a beautiful ladder. Oh, I mean the ore out? Ah, well, yep, elevators and freight elevators, which we're researching right now. I've got freight elevators on the research. I suspect that that's going to be mighty expensive just to build, though. Are we going to make a guild for the Panda remix? Anybody confirmed the Murloc onesie? Guild-wise, I've contemplated what to do about this. There's the potential we can put a guild together, but I always want to, you know, err on the side of caution, because one, streamer guilds are temperamental at the best of times, right? Secondly, if we are to put a guild together, I don't mind being the face of the guild, but I also don't want to be the one responsible for running it as well. Mostly because my playtime is often focused towards stream time, and when I'm streaming, I like, you know, extracurricular activities of like running a guild and organising raids and stuff like that. For starters, is not something I'm particularly good at. It's not something I'm great at in the first place. But I've said this before about guilds in general. I have no real issues with being the face or the spokesperson for said guild. I'll happily be an officer in the guild, but I equally don't particularly want to be the guild leader. It doesn't fit my playstyle or personality so much, honestly. So if somebody wants to put a guild together and wants to invite me in and is willing to do the guild leadery stuff, then sure. But also, I have a suspicion a lot of people in the gold making S community are going to use Panda Remix as a way of just zerging a bunch of alts, I think. Although I still think that when it launches, we will be pleasantly surprised about a rebalance of XP. I'm still convinced of it. I'm still convinced because leveling one character 1 to 70 was okay. 20 hours or something along those lines. I suspect you can. Well, people were hitting level 70 quite quickly. Even with the cape, but when that cape starts rocking and rolling, my glasses are filthy. When the cape starts pumping bonus XP, Blizzard are not going to want it so that you can power level 70s too fast. So we'll see what they do, but I'm still convinced there'll be a sneaky XP nerf. Or actually pumping the cloak up to a degree that makes it useful for power leveling alts is actually more difficult than we are led to believe. 300+% EXP sounds great, but if you need to be like Mythic Siege of Orgrimmar, Panda Remix max item leveled on your main, and you need to be doing grinding on top of that to achieve such a number, it might not actually be so lucrative for alts as we're led to believe it could be. But maybe I'm super cynical about this. I still need more steel beams. This is literally my output of steel beams. I'm running on a grand total of 10, 20, 30, 40 steel beams per minute. Now, that's before I use steel for any flipping science in the first place. 40 steel per minute is my production. I'm really missing the ability to press P and get a production graph. So much so that I was tempted to get a flipping spreadsheet on the go yesterday. This ore patch is looking bad, though. This is why I'm trying to get this dig down to here, because I could whack some more miners in here and I could brute force it, but this patch is not going to last very long. Once we start, I've already got two belts of plates coming through onto the bus. What am I consuming steel for right now that's causing me brain ache? How much steel is my factory consuming if it's actually running properly? Since we now know that we only produce 40 per minute. Steel comes in and goes on the bus here. It zippity zips over here, where there's the potential 13.3 per minute. So these 4 machines are 50 plus steel per. So even if these are just working, I've got no steel. Oh dear. I'm researching the 10% efficiency, taking forever though. Yeah, it's like 500 science, isn't it? I genuinely believe that's maybe a bait. I think that 500 of if you actually if you were to calculate how much those 500 science cost you, the return on that investment from the 10% bonus efficiency is probably going to take a long time to actually pay off. I would ignore that temporarily, honestly. I would ignore it. Although if you're on 70%, well, maybe, maybe. 300, yeah, 300 science pack 3s could be used so much more effectively. That gets your